Hello, and welcome to Understanding the Compensation Plan. My name is Meredith Olin, and I am here to help walk you through some of the basics of Young Living's compensation plan. You might be a new member. Maybe someone shared some information with you about the business opportunity, the income opportunity. Maybe you've just fallen in love with the products like I did, and you're curious about how this could possibly help you earn some more income, maybe to get your oils covered each month, your monthly order, or even more. So, regardless of where you are at in life, anyone can do this. And I'm really excited to walk you through this because I did not understand this when I first joined Young Living in 2011. So, when you consider the bigger picture of the compensation plan, it really sets Young Living apart as one of the best in the industry, which I'll talk more about. And it is truly the glue that holds our company together because it fuels everything that is possible about our company, about what we love. It makes our products possible, our experiences possible with our products, our community possible, conventions, symposium, all those wonderful events possible, and all the different farms. Without the compensation plan, we would have none of that. And I am so grateful that Gary Young had the foresight to choose this business model and that Mary, his wife, helped to design it. It is the most amazing compensation plan that we know and love today. So, what I have found is that not a lot of people truly understand our compensation plan in a way that they can digest it and teach it to others. So, that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to help you understand, embrace, and share it. And I encourage you to watch this back if you need to in the future because you don't need to understand everything to start. You just need to get started. Okay, let's see if this will work. Here we go. So, my background, this is me with my husband, John, and our two teenage kids. I can't believe they're teenagers. But I am so grateful that Young Living became part of our lives in 2011 and that I stepped into sharing in 2014. It took me a while because back then it wasn't really something people talked about a lot. The compensation plan by Young Living has truly changed the trajectory of our lives, and it's allowing me to create a legacy income. I am so thankful that Gary and Mary put so much thought and care and love into what we have today. And everyone has their own special story about Young Living and how it came into their lives and has impacted their lives. So for us, it came into my life during a health crisis in 2011. And as I said before, in 2014, I decided that I just had to share this with others. I had no idea how to build a business. I come from a background in education as a high school teacher. Both my parents were employees. Entrepreneurship was a very new concept to me. And I've learned over time in building this business that it is imperative to be able to handle money and understand how to earn it. This was a completely different mindset for me from being a high school teacher, where I went to work each day and earned a flat wage. I had to learn, especially in the early stages of this business, not to assess my business success or achievements on my paycheck. Because with this business model, you have to do a lot of work that isn't reflected in your paycheck early on. But have faith that if you want that bigger income, the rewards will come later, much like in other businesses. Understanding the compensation plan, though, is a key part of succeeding because as you go, you can learn how to maximize your earnings, which can not only help you, but help you help others, which is what this business is all about. Now, our Young Living compensation plan is the great equalizer. There are no pre-qualifications for growing a business with Young Living. You will find people in our company from all walks of life, with PhDs, with master's degrees, doctors and nurses, and people who didn't even finish high school. I love that this is an equal opportunity and that anyone with a passion for growing people, for sharing natural health and wellness products, can make this a reality. This is Gary Young. And he absolutely did that by laying a foundation of our farms. He has, and I love this quote, my quest has always been to develop a strong foundation for the future of our membership and their generation for their children, sorry, for generations to come. And he has done that with our farms, our incredible product lines, our blends, our supplements, and of course, the compensation plan that truly does create that strong foundation. Now, if you're not familiar with Young Living's vision, mission, and purpose, take a look here and see why this is a company that I can wholeheartedly put my name behind, recommend, love, and be a champion for. It's very important that you understand this legacy and what is driving decisions behind our company every single day. It is these three things. Here are some reasons I believe that Young Living is an incredible business opportunity. As you can see here, it is recognised as an industry leader with 30 years history and a proven growth record, which is huge in the network marketing industry. Being with a legacy company gives me a great sense of peace and stability, knowing that we are not new. We have been around a long time, and because of that, we have a legacy history that is truly important. We have over 500 consumable wellness products for all ages. It should say men, not men. Men, women, kids, and pets. And it's now easier than ever to grow a business from your mobile device using your shareable referral link. You also have the choice to build a team and grow in the ranks, or if you simply want to share our products with new customers and enjoy the commission of the Fast Start bonus, you can do that too. The choice really is yours. And our compensation plan and bonuses are really so generous. You'll see what I mean soon. We also have training opportunities from corporate, Zoom calls, we have Facebook groups, pages, apps, so many things at our fingertips to help you jump in and learn this business. If you're willing to learn and are coachable, the information is out there. You just have to look for it. It's also willable income. So if you build a business with Young Living, that is something you can leave behind for your children. You never have to keep inventory or deliver it. I just love that. We can count on our warehouses for that. And it's just not a hassle we have to deal with as brand partners. Like I said, there are so many ready to share resources with so much online now, and you can set your own hours and work from anywhere. It has generous bonuses and compensation plan. We'll again go into more with that soon. I should have actually shared this slide sooner, shouldn't I? There we go. So Young Living by the numbers. It is just a phenomenal opportunity. So if you're not yet building or sharing, these are some reasons why I definitely think you should consider it. Young Living is also not just about oils or the compensation plan, but it is a purpose-driven company and has to date impacted over 320,000 lives thanks to the D. Gary Young Living Foundation. And these are the three goals of the foundation here on the slide, which really were at the heart, Gary's heart behind Young Living. It's another wonderful part of our community that is made possible by our compensation plan. So if you're new, it's easy to become a brand partner or member of Young Living. Simply purchase some products online to create your own account and receive your own membership number. You can do this by placing a retail or a wholesale order. There are no membership fees or hidden charges, but by placing a starting order of 100 PB, whoops, I went forward then, or more, you are unlocking the wholesale pricing. That's 24% off, which is a big saving. Now, because we're talking about the compensation plan, we really do need to show you the income disclosure statement. This is the most recently uploaded one. And it's the percentage it's based on the annual income, the percentage of all brand partners globally, and the average months it takes to achieve these ranks. And these are based on real numbers in our company by rank. And as you can see, there's quite a range. It's a little bit hard to read, so I've made it a bit easier for you on this slide with the average numbers, the ranks, and the overall group volume. So as you can see, there is a huge opportunity here if you want this to be a long-term goal of yours and shoot for those higher ranks. And that's in US dollars. I have to legally share it in US dollars. So you just need to convert that if you want to know what that converts to in Australian or New Zealand dollars. So yeah, as I said before, you might want to shoot for those higher ranks long term, or if you simply just want to make enough to get your oils covered, to cover a car payment or maybe a holiday every year, that is absolutely possible as well. So let's look at some stats and why people need this opportunity. 48.4% of Australian adults live paycheck to paycheck or save less than 10%. 61% of working Australians currently have a side hustle. Now, having a side hustle is not abnormal anymore. I feel like it was 10 years ago, but it definitely isn't now. Almost a third of Australian side hustlers said their venture had cost as little as $500 to start. The majority spent less than 10 hours a week running their venture, yet more than half made at least $500 a month to supplement their main income. So why not help people see the benefits of Young Living as a catalyst for an additional stream of income? And most people with a side hustle really just need that money to cover their basic living expenses. It's not about luxury for people. They're looking for a way to cover their needs every single month. So use these stats to inspire you to share our business. I know a lot of us in Young Living are really good at sharing the products, and maybe we don't talk about the business opportunity enough. And I say it's time to change that because we do have one of the best. And it was Mary Young who said this, and I love it. And I have seen this in action in Young Living. Brand partners are some of the most generous, heart-driven people I've ever met in my life. And Mary has done a lot of good with the money that she has generated through our company, as well as thanks to the foundation. So be inspired by her words. So as we dive into the compensation plan, there are a few terms you'll need to learn. And these are the most important ones you'll want to be familiar with as you are learning the compensation plan. Now, I won't read everything to you, but the most important thing is to learn the difference between these terms. So a customer is someone who purchases Young Living products for their personal use. So that could be monthly, or it might just be every now and then. A brand partner is someone who uses Young Living products and is compensated for sharing them with others. It's also could be a customer in Australia, okay? The enroller is someone who helps the customer get started. They are the person actually helping enroll them, like online, and maybe give them like a welcome pack of, a book or two just to help them start getting started, linking them up to Facebook groups, etc. And a sponsor, it could be the same person as the enroller or a different person. Is the person listed directly above a new customer? So again, as I said, it could be the same person or different people. So if you are watching this particular class, I'm going to go ahead and assume that you are a brand partner who wants to grow your income with Young Living. So a few more terms for you to become familiar with are volume, which is the team's total purchases for the month, PV, personal volume, the total monthly volume of your personal orders, OGV stands for organizational group volume. That's the total PV of all customers and brand partners on your team, and it's used to determine rank qualification. And then there's PGV, which is personal group volume, the sum of all PV of all the brand partners and customers outside of the brand partners qualifying legs and any legs ranked as silver or higher. And I'm going to be sharing some of those during the talk. So if you decide you do want to grow a team and you want to help people do what you're doing, you'll need to know the rank qualifications, so you always know what your next goal will be. So it starts with star, and we have 10 ranks to move through. There's no timeline that you have to move through them. You can move as fast as you want, or you can simply do this part-time or at your own pace. It's entirely up to you. We have no quotas in Young Living or requirements. This is truly a self-driven business, so you have to be the one driving your activities. But you obviously do have help within a group, okay, within a team. Just be aware that 100 PV personal order is required to qualify for each rank. So when you are ordering each month and are enjoying the products, that's how you are developing stories to share with others. As you are sharing our products with new people, you then have those stories to talk about, and it comes from your real life experience and stories that you can share from others as well. So it's a good idea to make sure your orders do stay at over 100 PV, so you'll qualify for all your commissions and you'll get to experience all of the amazing products that Young Living has to offer. A top tip is to learn the requirements for these early ranks, so that you have an idea of how to grow star, senior star, and executive. So what is a leg in Young Living? So you are at the top of all of it, but you are probably also a leg for somebody else, your sponsor. So legs are simply the people on your first level and all the volume and people below them. You can have as many or as few legs as you decide. It really depends how you are structuring your business and how you are bringing people into your community. In addition to legs, you'll also want to understand the concept of levels. So level 1 are the people on your front line that you have enrolled and left of your front line. If you're just starting out, everyone is probably on level 1. Level 2 are the people who are on level 1 that you have brought into the business, or they are someone you have placed in that position. And we'll talk more about that as well. So each leg is built up of many different levels as your team is duplicating and growing. It's important to know the difference between legs and levels. So I know that there are 4 ways to get paid, and there's a PDF on this, and we're going to talk about each of these 4 ways today. So if you can remember these 4 ways, you are set. Okay. The first one is our fast start bonus. It's incredibly generous. It's the most generous payout that many have seen in any compensation plan or in our industry. So the way that Fast Start works now is 25% is what you receive on new personally enrolled customers for the first 3 months. And as of April this year, there is no PV order required to qualify for this. So you could have a membership, you could have bought a starter bundle 6 months ago, and you might not be placing an order in the same month now as when you enroll a new person, but you can still receive that commission, which is fantastic. There is an extra fun bonus. When someone you have enrolled becomes a brand partner and they share with someone new, you will receive 10% on that volume in their months 2 and 3 if you do place a 50 PV order. And that is duplication. I'm still receiving this payout on people I enrolled 10 years ago. When they enroll someone new, I receive 10% of the volume in their new customers months 2 and 3. It's so generous. So here's a real life example. Someone has joined with 100 PV purchase and they are on your level 1. So for month 1, you receive 25%, which is $32.50 Australian or $35 New Zealand. Now, if they have actually also joined with a starter bundle, so that's a fast start, it's a $32.50 Australian. But if they've also joined with a starter bundle, you get a starter bundle bonus, which is another $32.50 in month 1 or $35 New Zealand, which is a total of $65 Australian or $75 in New Zealand dollars. And then in months 2 and 3, if they continue to place 100 PV orders, you receive 25%, which is $32.50 Australian or $35 New Zealand dollars. Now, let's go through the second way we get paid, which is unilevel. This is what happens to your paycheck after that fast start period in that first 3 months, and it's based on the levels you have underneath you. So the deeper your team is growing, the more levels you can potentially be paid on as you move up the ranks. To be paid unilevel as deep as level 5, you would need to be an executive or above. Senior stars get paid down to level 4. Senior stars get paid down to level 4, sorry. Stars get paid to level 3. Associate, which is just the beginning and not actually a rank as such, can get paid up to 2 levels for unilevel. So there's a little more to it than this, but it has to do with compression, and compression is another piece of unilevel that we'll talk about here. In a perfect scenario, which I have in this slide, we don't need compression. Everyone has a 100 PV order all the way down the line. It doesn't always happen like this, but for the sake of teaching this, if you have your 100 PV order with Julie and Tina on level 1, and they are past their fast start period, you'll then earn 8% on all their orders forever. Forever. Level 2, 5%. Level 3, 4 and 5, 4%. That is if everyone has a 100 PV order on all those levels. However, let's say people have orders that are not all 100 PV and are less than 100 PV. This is where compression kicks in. And I apologize, it's a little bit blurry on the right, but hopefully you can see it okay. Not a lot of people understand this concept, but what Young Living does is that they compress the levels to become 100 PV. So a level is the first 100 PV once the levels are compressed together. So a level 1 payout could actually be based on 3 levels coming together. And then you can see in this example there on the right, how different levels compress to become 1 and volume would roll up. This would actually increase your paycheck because it's not just counting levels. It's waiting until it finds 100 PV to count that as a level. That's the beauty of compression. Compression also kicks in when someone does not have an order at all. So if someone is on level 3 that doesn't have an order, you're not penalized for that. The level 4 order rolls up and becomes level 3, and you're paid out as if that is level 3. So compression is a really great concept that Young Living has built into the compensation plan as protection to make sure you are being paid the maximum amount of commission that is allowable according to the compensation plan. The third way we are paid in the compensation plan is through bonuses. There are a few different bonuses that can be earned within the compensation plan, but the easiest one to remember and learn is that there's a premium starter bundle bonus paid when someone gets started with a particular starter kit or bundle, a starter bundle bonus, I should say. Those kits, once sold, pay you an additional $32.50 bonus on top of the fast start commission, which is what I discussed earlier. Once you reach the rank of diamond, now remember, ranks do start over every single month. You do have to re-qualify for your rank every month so that any month you hit the rank of diamond, you are paid an additional bonus. This is like a profit share. So you would receive a very small percentage of monthly commissionable sales for the entire company of Young Living each month. Amazing, right? And then there are generation bonuses as well. This is a percentage, as I said. Now, rank achievement bonuses. Let's discuss this because this has recently been updated and improved. So it gives members an extra cash bonus for ranking up to senior star, executive, and silver. It does not have to be achieved over consecutive months, as long as you meet the leg, the organizational group volume requirements, and it's an incentive to help maintain rank and increase your reward and strengthen your organization. This gives people a roadmap for ranking up to silver, and so that they will earn cash incentives for doing that. So here's all the info. I'm not going to go into all the nitty-gritty details, but you can take a picture of this slide, and it's certainly by doing this, in the doing, you will definitely be learning. And as you can see, people can earn some very generous bonuses if they are working to move through the ranks. So finally, the fourth way we are paid in Young Living applies to the rank of executives and above. And this is through generations. This is where long-term sustainable success becomes a huge factor in growing your team. As I said, it's just for executives and up. And once you hit the rank of silver in Young Living, you'll definitely see a comma in your paycheck, that's for sure, because you'll be paid generational bonuses and commissions in a bigger way. So it's paid on the OGV of each executive or higher in your organization, along with yourself, down to 8 generations. Sorry, I should say silver at that point, depending on your rank. And then there's also generational leadership bonus paid on each silver in your organization based on Young Living's monthly commissionable sales. So that amount can slightly vary each month, depending on how the company did the previous month. Now, it's not super important to understand how generations work if you're just in those early starting ranks. But what I want you to hear today and understand is that if you have a goal to really unlock long-term sustainable income, silver has to be your goal, because once you hit silver, your next goal isn't necessarily hitting gold, it's helping others to hit silver. Because as you can see, you are rewarded for helping other people in our company rank up and reach their goals. And that's the most beautiful part of Young Living, the compensation plan, that I'm compensated for every single month as a leader, for helping my leaders reach their goals. And it's just this beautiful synergy. So to recap the 4 ways we get paid: fast start, unilevel, bonuses, and generations. Hopefully that helps you understand the comp plan in a way that's simple and easy to teach and share with others. Fast start and unilevel are going to be the most important to memorize, because that is what a new person will want to understand quickly when they're starting. Now let's talk about placing new customers. So this is a scenario where you remain the enroller, but someone else in your organization will become the sponsor. And you can do this in a few different ways. You can place people based on their relationships. Maybe you have a family leg. You can also place new customers in legs that you want to strengthen. This is perfectly allowed within the rules of our policies and procedures, which is a wonderful way to really strengthen your rank and long-term success. You can also place new customers in a way that you can continue supporting them, and they can also receive support from their sponsor. So what would this look like? Maybe your sister is one of your legs, your friend is one of your legs, and your realtor is one of your legs, and your cousin enrolls. You can then place your cousin that you've enrolled under your sister, which strengthens your sister's leg and might help you reach your rank faster as well. So while you're enrolling people, you want to be strategic. There's really no right or wrong way to do this. And I recommend consulting with an upline or a friend if you need help figuring out where to place people. But what I've heard very successful people in this business say, and what I advise my team to do, is always be working on 3 legs, so that you have your 2 legs for silver and a third one on the way, because you will need that third leg for PGV requirements. And also, you never know, you could lose leg 1 or 2. That does happen. People come and go in our company, and you'll also want to set yourself up for long-term success. And for the rank of gold, you need that third leg. So a good rule of thumb is to always be working on 3 legs, especially if you're starting out, because you need the 2 legs for executive and silver, and you need a third one. So requirements to get paid as a brand partner. So you actually don't need to place any PV order to receive the fast start bonus level 1, but you do need to place a 50 PV order each month if you want to be eligible for the fast start bonus level 2. Now, that actually is a mistake. The starter bundle bonus, that should be with no PV order. There we go. There's something, just because we're just updating this. So ignore this, the second line under the 50 PV order. The starter bundle bonus now is available for people, but they don't have to place a PV order. I apologize for that. Now, for a brand partner with an order of 100 PV or more, they are eligible for everything: fast start bonus, starter bundle bonus, and all other regular commissions. So there's 2 ways we can get paid in Young Living: account credit, and this is the default method, or a direct deposit into the bank of your choice, bank account of your choice. Okay. And something I love to share is that I've been a part of this company for 13 years. 10 years of that sharing, actually no, 14 years. Oh my gosh, 14 years now. 11 of those sharing Young Living with others and receiving a commission. And from the moment I started, I have received a paycheck every single month without fail, on time or early, for 11 years straight. Even through the pandemic, lower economic times, I've always been paid on time, and that makes me very grateful and very proud to be a part of. and payments are made by the 18th of the following month for the OGB, the commission, everything from the month prior. Often it's a little bit earlier than that, but it depends on the US states and where they fall. If it's on a weekend, it won't be on the weekend. So if you're watching this, wondering how you can make some money with Young Living, maybe you're new again, maybe your income has dropped, maybe you have a bill coming up that you need to cover. These are the 3 ways you're going to maximize your income. So you really want to focus intentionally on these 3 actions. Enrolling first. If you're not enrolling, you don't earn Fast Start at all. For some high enrollers, this will be the bulk of their income as they are consistently bringing in new business and earning that 25% Fast Start every single month. The most important thing you can do is to never stop enrolling. I've been doing this for over 10 years and I support a large organization and I am still enrolling every single month. So always be enrolling and bringing in fresh people to our community and spreading Gary's vision of essential oils in every home. The second thing to maximize your income is to focus on duplication. Duplication is when other people are doing what you did to enroll them, or they might do it in their own way. But as you build your business, something you want to be asking yourself, and it's your filter for every action you take, is can other people actually do what I'm doing? If your answer is no, then you might want to relook at how you're building your business and what your strategy is. If you're the rock star unicorn expert, that's going to be tough for people to duplicate and do what you're doing. So I always believe in keeping things super simple. I focus on teaching, the starter kit, or maybe it's the wellness collection bundle, and now the Ningxia Reset. We are focusing on low tox living. So we have systems for helping people get plugged in to make sure they have education materials, make sure they get added to Facebook groups if they want to be. All of that encourages duplication. And then shoot for silver. Because once you unlock, like in getting to executive, you unlock that generation pay, but then silver is where really the conversation really jumps, right? And that will increase your paycheck quickly. And then once you have reached the rank of silver, the goal is to help others do the same thing. Believe it or not, a silver with a lot of silvers under them will actually have a higher paycheck per month than a gold with no silvers under them. So something that's really unique and special about a compensation plan that I love is that you can actually outrank your sponsor. You could be a silver and your sponsor could be an executive. You could be a gold and your sponsor could be a senior star. Really, your success and your income is not dependent on your upline or sponsor. It's truly dependent on you. If you want to truly understand how a compensation works and you have a heart for these products, you can totally do this. So focus on these 3 things and your paycheck will absolutely see the benefits of those efforts. So just a few tips if you're a brand partner watching today and you're wondering where your focus should be. Help customers enroll. Teach loyalty rewards. Share about essential rewards, now called loyalty rewards. This is what brings you long-term success and helps actually other people have the benefits of the products. If someone has been on essential rewards or loyalty rewards for 4 months or more, chances are they're going to stay on a very long time. And remember, you receive commission forever on the purchases of the people within your organization. 100 PB order to use those products and develop your own stories is really highly recommended. Take some time to dig in the back office and explore. Take a little play, learn, open things up, take a look around. It will just shorten your learning curve a lot when you do that. Consider your customers' experience with you as their support system. Make sure you are being a great source of support for them, helping them troubleshoot any issues they might have. Just make sure they are having a great experience. And their experience with you is just as, if not more important than their experience with Young Living. And share your referral link. We also have social links now. Pull up your phone notes, save this so you're never fumbling over how to help somebody enroll. We also have in our team the Boards app, and we have a lot of resources in a free app called Boards. It's for members, but if you want to start sharing, you do need to pay a small amount for that app, but it is designed to make sharing so easy and right at your fingertips. So some next steps. If you're an existing brand partner and you now want to understand the compensation plan more, go ahead and pull up your last commission check and look at what the breakdown of what you were paid is. This really is a learn as you earn business. And the best, easiest way to learn the compensation plan is to look at your own checks to see how you were paid. It will help you understand where the numbers are coming from. We have a free PDF, so be sure to download that. We have free apps. There are training opportunities on Young Living's website. And think about in your life who needs Young Living products and who you want to do this business with as a running buddy. It might not even be someone you've met yet, but they make everything better. You can learn together, go to events together, and grow a team together. So always remember what Gary Young said. You don't have to know all about what you're doing. Just go for it and take care of your people. Thanks for watching. If you need any help or information, please get in touch with the person who shared this with you. Have a great day.